Hey everyone, Sam the Miracle Man here. I trust all is well with you. All right, we're going to dive into it today. What is the COVID truth? What is the vaccine truth? A lot of questions you can ask yourself. What is the truth? And then even with the US elections, you can even ask yourself that. This isn't about conspiracy theories or anything like that. It's just really, how do you discern truth? You can find both sides, the pros and against for all of these. And it's really hard to decide what is that truth because the mind has this bias, if you will. So let me explain, let me dive in a little bit. Maybe I can get some clarity on this. So like when I was dealing with my diseases, I was always reading about all my diagnoses, what the medicine was and the side effects. So I really encased myself in those, reading all about those. So what happened was I was getting sicker and sicker and sicker because my belief systems were making me sick because I was creating my own reality. That's what it's really about. When you're reading all your beliefs and they're skewed in one way or another, then your reality matches that because your thoughts always create your reality. So what you think about, you bring about. You are your thoughts. So if you're pro-vaccine, then it's going to be great. If you're anti-vaccine, then it's going to be terrible. But let's take an example here. So let's say you're pro-vaccine, you're all for it, you want to take it, you're not expecting any issues, so you go get the vaccine. So no problems, no issues whatsoever because you were confident that this was it for you. But however, let's take it back a little bit, saying, yeah, I think I probably should get the vaccine, but I'm not quite sure about it. But everything I read about it seems good. I think we're going to do this. Yeah, it's going to work for me. All right, so you get the vaccine. Then you come home, everything's fine, everything's good. Then you see something that catches your eye, a video, an article, something catches your eye. It's like, then you're like, interesting, an adverse reaction. Then when you really start to dwell about that reverse reaction. So before you can be fine with the vaccine, but now you're dwelling on this adverse reaction. So you have to be really careful of your thoughts because they will manifest your reality. Then the other side too, if you're really against vaccine and they force you to get a vaccine, regardless of what the truth is, you're probably most likely going to have a very bad reaction to that vaccine because once again, your beliefs are creating that reality. So even with your opinions on COVID, pro or con, that all has an effect about our reality. So the only way to really know what the truth is without this bias is by clearing the head trash. This is distortions, the perceptions. Because the head trash is making you live in the past, if you will. Taking those past experiences and applying it to the current experience. I have no clue if the vaccine is good or bad. I have questions about COVID, so I really don't know. A lot of unknowns with all of this because there is no trusted source today. Unfortunately, there is no trusted one source because everyone's filled with bias and distortions. But the best thing you can do is that you have this built-in truth detective right here, your consciousness. We're all this one perfect spirit, and this knows the answers. But trying to discern the confusing up here to the clarity of spirit does take practice. It's really learning to be still, sitting with that, and asking yourself, is this vaccine safe for me? Or what is the truth of COVID? What is the truth of elections? But that really only works if the mind is quiet, not filled with all these stories and all this programming. So I can get to that quiet place fairly quickly because I've been meditating now for nearly 10 years. So my head trash is pretty minimal. So I take that daily mental shower each day to wash away any residual stuff that picks up throughout the day. But that's one of the things you have to see is, what is your truth? Because they say in the Tao, the truth that can be spoken is not the great truth. So all this information you're getting is skewed because that person most likely has head trash, has a bias. Whether you're pro-vaccine or against vaccine, pro-COVID or think COVID is a hoax, your perception is creating that reality and you're manifesting that reality. But the truth is somewhere in between, and this deep within you knows that truth. Personally, to me, when I sit with that, something feels off. That's the best way I can describe it. Something feels off with COVID, the vaccine, the elections. When I ask a lot of questions about society, it feels just generally off, that we're not really being told the absolute truth. It's skewed because of this mind. All right, I don't like to talk these really long. My whole goal was for these daily insights to be, 3, 4 minutes, and I'm going on 6 minutes here, but these are just some insights, some kind of questions that are coming up to me, the truth of COVID, the truth of vaccines. So the truth is right here. The truth is in the silence. It's not in the busyness up here. It's filled with all this head trash that you build up over the years. We need to throw that out, sit in peace, and just see what arises for you. What is your gut instincts telling you on that? All right. Take good care. Talking way too long. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.